They are supposed to be protected, loved, and nurtured. But for thousands of underage children across Nigeria, the home has become a place of pain. Tonight, on Saturday Discourse, we confront a painful reality: child trafficking, abuse, and maltreatment of underage children by guardians. Who are the victims? Why do guardians do it? What does the law say? And what can you do if you suspect a child is in danger? Joining us on the program are Omimi Ese, child rights advocate and a legal practitioner with hard truth and real stories from the field, and Vincent Adekoye, head press and public relations unit, NAPTIP, on enforcement and government response. Don't look away. Saturday Discourse will be right back in a moment. I am Thomas Ogbetere. As the world marks the International Day commemorating the victims of acts of violence based on religions and belief, attention is drawn to the devastating consequences, intolerance, and violence against people because of their faith and belief. Patricia Esamaluba has a special story on this International Day.
Religion and belief remain an important part of the identity and everyday lives of millions of people. But when differences in faith become grounds for hatred, discrimination, or violence, the consequences can be devastating, affecting not only individuals, but families, communities, and places of worship. The United Nations designated August 22nd as the International Day to remember victims of such violence and to reaffirm the need to protect freedom of religion or belief. Beyond remembering victims of religiously motivated violence, the question is how to ensure that intolerance does not become the starting point of another tragedy. Across the FCT, churches, mosques, and other places of worship bring together people from different backgrounds. For many residents, this diversity provides an opportunity for understanding and cooperation. But stakeholders say sustaining that harmony requires continuous dialogue, respect for differences, and responsible engagement.
There was a time the whole Muslim Ummah of Abuja, they contributed clothes, money to go to flood-affected area to donate, to give them relief.
So whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, whatever it is, you really understand that this God that you are worshiping is the God of all. So on that basis, you will treat one another with fear of God and with love.
For victims of violence based on religion or belief, however, the consequences can go beyond the immediate incident. Some are left dealing with loss of loved ones, displacement, trauma, and financial hardship, while others face the difficult process of seeking justice and rebuilding their lives. The United Nations has stressed the importance of providing victims and their families with appropriate support and assistance.
Around 2013, my community has been a victim since on the 28th of March 2013. Till date, they have never returned to their ancestral land. They are still in IDP camps. Some are in Kaduna Plateau, even here in Abuja. Well, we go through a lot of pains.
The lesson from the commemoration is that preventing religious violence cannot be left to government or security agencies alone. From our homes to places of worship, schools, and communities, every effort to replace suspicion with dialogue could help prevent intolerance from becoming violence. For the victims, remembrance keeps their stories from being forgotten. For survivors and their families, meaningful support can help them begin again. And for the society, the most enduring tribute may be the commitment to ensure that another person does not suffer the same fate. Patricia Esamiluba, NTA News.
FCTA has shut down and sealed Divine Hope Orphanage and Less Privileged Home in Kigani, Buhari Area Council, following fresh concern over alleged unauthorized reopening. Julius Cecilia has the rest of the story.
The Permanent Secretary, FCTA Women Affairs Secretariat, Asma'u Mukhtar, expressed dismay at the conduct of the owner of the Divine Hope Orphanage and Less Privileged Home in Kagini, Buhari Area Council, reiterating that there is no hiding place for unscrupulous persons in the FCT. The director of the Child Development Department, FCT Women Affairs Secretariat, Dr. Idris Atta, led a team to the facility in Kagini, where the premises was again sealed and shut down.
Today we are here for this 19th day of the month of August 2026. We are here to reseal the Divine Hope Orphanage and Less Privileged Home in Kagini, here in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, FCT. By the FCT Women Affairs Secretariat under the authority of the Honorable Minister of the FCT, we are here because this home was sealed before because of investigation going on child trafficking. That is January 6th, 2026. Only for us to get information that the home was unsealed by the proprietress without the approval of the authority.
Following information received by the director of the Child Development Department that the sealed orphanage operated by Grace Chibuzo may have been reopened without approval from the relevant authorities after being sealed in January this year. An undercover investigation was reportedly conducted to verify the claim, and the findings prompted FCT authorities to take action.
Director Child, he called me on that December that there is an allegation I should come to his office, which I went there, and they asked me about if there is any children from Benue brought to my place. I told them yes, that Archibald brought a paper, and he said social welfare signed to it. Makodi Social Welfare signed for him to bring children and drop in the home, so that anybody that is working with the orphanage home or that partner with the orphanage home, if is interested in taking any child to train for school, that the child can be taken. I don't know that there must be a permission from them. That is the truth.
During the initial operation, officials from the FCT Department of Child Development and NAPTIP rescued children found at the facility and placed them in protective custody. In Abuja, Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
Welcome to Saturday Discourse, and joining us is Ese Omimi. She's a legal practitioner and a child rights advocate. We welcome, madam, to Saturday Discourse.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, I want you to, let's start with making us understand what qualifies child trafficking, child abuse, and maltreatment.
Okay, child trafficking is the exploitation of persons under 18 years of age. Either it's either physically, sexually, financially, and other ways it can come in form of. So it's not necessarily just sex induced.
Okay, so what does the law say about three of them? Just a brief.
Okay, well, the laws which we have in Nigeria, the NAPTIP, which 2015, the VAP, which is 2009 or 2013, no, 2013, and we have also the Constitution. It says that such persons are actually to be protected, not trafficked for any reasons at all. That's a summary of all three of those laws that protect persons under age 18.
Okay, I want to find out what are some of the red flags that teachers, community leaders, and other people should look out for to show that this child is being molested. What are some of the red flags?
Okay, you actually see marks on kids, their body, because most of these people, their guardians or the person that is taking care of them either beats them completely blue-black, or they are always hungry. Kids that are always hungry. And also, you notice that the kids are always quiet. They're always withdrawn. Kids are always withdrawn. Kids always quiet. When their classmates are in class expressing themselves, these kids are very quiet. So those are signs that shows that something is not right with this kid somewhere. Because on a good day, kids are chatterboxes. They are talking with, most especially with their friends and classmates. So when you start seeing a child is not talking and marks on the skin, you should know that something is not right somewhere.
And when you know that something is not right, could you just tell us the role of the community, the role of religious leaders, the role of Nigerian citizens generally?
Well, we are told to be our neighbor's keeper. So the first thing, when a child like that is being abused, you have detected that a child like that is being abused or being trafficked, the first thing you do is raise alarm. And who do you raise alarm to? You either, the sweet thing is that we'll have NAPTIP. We'll have the police, right? Then we'll have, if for instance now someone is scared, because most times a lot of people are scared of reporting, most especially if it's a case of an underage being raped by an adult, most especially if the adult is someone in power, most times people get scared of reporting. So they go, the sweet thing is that you can even go to NAPTIP anonymously to go make such reports that I know this person came to me and is being molested, right? Or the person was trafficked either from Jerusalem to Abuja for either sexual favors or whatever it is, or child labor, right? Or the police. We can report to the police, and we have NGOs that actually do that, take up such cases, and such things should be reported to such outlets that you know that they can take direct actions. Because the truth is, you might go telling the person, maybe the family member, and the family member actually is in the know of that situation. So you have completely ruined the whole thing. So most times it's best to go to the right authority that you know can take action against the person that is trafficking that child.
And is the hammer of the law really strong enough to serve as a deterrent?
Well, I would say they are trying, but we can do more. We can do a lot more. They are trying in the sense that I know that NAPTIP is doing a lot to care for persons who are sexually trafficked and kids who are sexually molested, or persons who are picked. I think 1 or 2 occasions have been called like that. There was a girl who was trafficked to India, and NAPTIP brought the girl back. So I would say they are trying, but the truth is there is so much to be done. There are a lot of kids today being trafficked, molested, child labor, and all. So we need more enforcement. There's something that Lagos State does that I am really, really proud of and I appreciate. They have a separate court for sexually violent offenses. So they don't go to the conventional courts. So it makes it faster. The process, unlike, our courts is full with lots of cases. So they don't have the time to always take up such cases. Most times the police will say, most especially if it's a family member that raped the child, is an uncle that raped the child, will say, you people should go and settle it in the family. But when you have such courts that is specifically meant for such offenses, it makes the work lighter, and to make NAPTIP's work too less bulky, because I'm sure their table is full and running over with all cases like this. So we need to do more.
So for rescued children,
yes,
what support systems are available for them?
Okay, the ones that are available, we have welfare has a child center that takes care of kids that are trafficked. Because I remember then there were 2 kids that we actually took to welfare area 10, yes, and they carried them to, I think the home is around outskirts Kwakwalada or so, right? But the truth is that is not sufficient. I wouldn't lie to you. It's not sufficient because we have like this case of orphanage home that was locked down now. If all the kids can't stay there, we don't have enough social workers. We don't have enough therapists. We don't have enough of these homes, these shelters. There are very, very few shelters. So we need to get more shelters, more social workers, more places for kids to be protected.
All right.
Instead of taking them back to the abuse home.
Oh, thank you very much, Umimi Esa, for your insights on this program. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Let's
so much
go
for
on a
having
short
me.
break and the discussion will continue with the NAPTIP official.
Some people are getting 20-something thousand. Some are getting 30-something thousand. Is it a rocket science?
Our definition of news is getting the unusual in and around the FCT. Fresh and factual, from education, transportation, politics, sports, judiciary, security to the grassroots. You can go on and on. You will find us there.
Residents
the construction of the Lot 1B of the Abuja light rail transport system.
Whatever way you chose to
many have remained
Onlookers and motorists alike watch in horror as the wave upon wave of water.
Security agencies.
With our on-air personalities, we bring to you delightful presentations.
On the news tonight. FCT Police Command, telecommunication giant empowers customers.
NT 1805 Abuja News, always authentic with no room for fake news. We are the Unity Station, using the news to unite the nation.
Joining me here is our second guest, Vincent Adekoye. He is the head press and public relations unit of NAPTIP. You are welcome to Nigerian Discourse.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Okay, I want you to start by walking us through the process when you get a report that somebody is being molested, somebody is being trafficked, from rescue to prosecution.
All right, thank you so much. I bring you special greetings from my Director General, a woman that is, as we're talking now, she's all over Nigeria, ensuring that Nigerian children are protected. Taking you through the process of rescue, counseling and all that, I must put it straight that NAPTIP is one of the very responsible agencies of government in Nigeria with a robust response mechanism. Right from the time a case is reported, we have what we call the Rapid Response Squad. These are the unit that they are on ground 24 hours. And as soon as they receive information, either through anonymous call, either through our call center, either through, we have individuals who just volunteer and call. So they respond immediately with lightning speed and move to the scene to ensure that such a child is rescued, because at the heart of our work is the survival. We have what we call survival-centered approach to everything we do. So the first thing is to evaluate the situation, get the survivor out of that environment, and also invite those concerned for interrogation. And from there, the entire process, they are laid down, and you begin to see each of them unfolding. But at the end of the whole thing is prosecution. We ensure that there is justice for such survivor. We ensure that a lesson is learned, and we ensure that such survivor comes out of that environment better than the way he or she was before. So that is the process, and we have prosecution. We have counseling after rescue. Then we take such a child to a shelter, which is a fantastic place for them to relate. Then from there, we counsel such a child. While that is going on, other aspect is going on, the prosecution aspect of it, and that is the whole process.
And because NAPTIP cannot do it alone, and most of these things, they happen in the rural areas too. So how do you work with state government, local government, community leaders, the police and other agencies? What is your relationship with them?
Oh, fantastic. NAPTIP has a robust relationship. and working relationship also with the whole society and principally the state and non-state actors. We have right from the MDA, ministry, department, and agencies of government. We have with organized civil society organization. We have also with the law enforcement agencies, also sister law enforcement agencies, and that is why we have cases of children that were being rescued, being intercepted on the road by officials of Nigeria police, by civil defense, by even road safety, even the Nigerian military. So this is a fantastic relationship, robust we have built with them. And even on the local government, also in the grassroots, we have relationship now with AGON, that is the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, which is an umbrella body, and down the line there with the CBO, the community-based organization, and also even the faith-based organization also. And we also have this community dialogue approach also in all the local government, involving the leaders, involving the actors in the local government, in the community, market women. Then we have also in schools. Now we are inaugurating anti-vanguard and human trafficking this now in schools, in local government, in rural area, and we also have community-based organization in an unreached area of communities. We have people partners there, so very easy for us. And also when we come up also the forum of spouses of governors forum in Nigeria, also we have relationship with them also. Even governors forum also, we have relationship with them also, because these are the structures that will help us to ensure that we do our work effectively, because even the judicial ecosystem also, we have relationship with them also.
Okay, I want to find out, when you see somebody being abused, a child being abused, trafficked, sometimes the fear of reporting will grip some people. So do you have any confidential channel where someone can report to NAPTIP without coming openly to your office?
Yes, we have confidential channel. Before I say so, just give me 1 minute to talk about your lead story just now about an orphanage that was sealed up by the FCT, the mandate Women Affairs. Yes, we have is to let us know that we have increased cases of child trafficking, and the elements, the questionable elements, are feasting on the global security concern that is affecting everywhere. To go to the rural community where we have displacement, climate displacement, erosion, and internal crisis, to harvest the children and tell the parents, oh, we are taking them back to school. We have all that. Just a few weeks ago, NAPTIP sealed an orphanage in Abuja, in a maternity home in River State, Port Harcourt, and where we have a foreigner who came to Nigeria about a few months ago, suddenly having 3 children in his possession. So we have a whole lot of that. Our helpline is there. We have our helpline, which is 070 30,000 203. It's a confidential hotline. Nobody will ask you your name. Nobody will know where you come from. And also we have our NAPTIP iReport app. It's a fantastic app that you go there wherever you are, in anywhere in Nigeria, in rural area, just log in there. This is the report, and it's escalated to the headquarters and the necessary department. We take it up immediately and we begin to work.
Thank you very much, Vincent Adokanye, the head of public relations, NAPTIP. Thank you for your insights on the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Coming up next is Weekly News Wrap.
Hello and welcome to the Weekly News Wrap, your roundup of the major stories that made headlines during the week. I am Ayomide Nihe. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed Abel Olumuyiwa Enitan as the head of the civil service of the Federation. Enitan takes over from DD Esther Waxen Jack, who is due to retire after attaining the statutory retirement age of 60. Now on defense, the Federal Executive Council has approved the establishment of a committee to develop a 5-year strategic defense plan to address Nigeria's security challenges. 83 more Nigerians have returned from South Africa and concerns over anti-foreigner protests in the country. The returnees arrived at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport in Lagos on flooding. In the Federal Capital Territory, the FCT administration is stepping up efforts to tackle flooding through the removal of structures obstructing water channels. The exercise follows a directive by the FCT minister to safeguard the environment and improve drainage systems across the territory. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has expressed certainty of ongoing major projects across the Federal Capital Territory. The minister made the assessment during an inspection tour of some of the projects across the territory. Finally, on security, the FCT Police Command has paraded suspected criminal syndicates as part of efforts to stay ahead of emerging security threats. Meanwhile, the FCT Commissioner of Police, Professor Ahmad Muhammad Sanusi, has commenced an operational tour of area commands across the territory. And that wraps up the major stories that made headlines this week. I am Ayomide Nihi. Thanks for watching.
We want to thank our guests once more for that valuable insight, just like we thank our viewers for tuning in. This is the end of Saturday Discourse for this week. Join us next week. Thank you very much.